Hi, hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Collision or Hit. I, Tony Schiavone, here with Michael Cole and with Paulie Dangerously. And today on Collision or Hit, we're going to have a good show here today. On Collision or Hit. I don't know, what we're going to do, but hopefully it's going to be a good show, Tony Schiavone says. You got that right, Michael Cole says. Hopefully it will be a good show here today on Collision or Hit. Yeah. A good show here today on Collision or Hit. And we know what happened yesterday, that Maxwell Jacob Friedman, bitched about how, bitched about how Cody Rhodes was getting a right to go for the TWF, heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings, and he was not. Yeah, that's right. That's what happened. That's what happened, Paulie Dangerously says. Maxwell Jacob Friedman was angry that Cody Rhodes was going to get the rights to fight for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings, and it wasn't going to be him. And it was not going to be him, Paulie Dangerously says. So you got that right, Tony and Michael. And I think Cody Rhodes should be ashamed of himself, just walking right in and saying, "Give me a rank shot." When he really hasn't done anything, Paulie Dangerously says, to get it. Well, there comes Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and now he's in the ring now. So yesterday, the shithead Cody Rhodes, the so-called Vinlander Nightmare, beat me. The so-called good doer. And sadly, he seems to behave as if he is everyone's good doer. Well, I know, Cody Rhodes, that I want another match with you. And I know that I'm going to get that match with you, because I should be fighting for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings, and not you. You got lucky when you beat me yesterday, but everyone's luck's going to run out. And today, it's going to be me fighting you. And I know... Stop, I've been drinking water, still does it. And I know that I'll beat you again. And I know this time I will win. Oh, is that right, huh, Ethan Carter? Is that right, Maxwell Jacob Friedman? You somehow think you're more outstanding than I am, right? Somehow you got it into your head that I somehow didn't put in the time or didn't put in the work, right? That I didn't put in the time or I didn't put in the work. Which we all know at the end of the day, that's bullshit. I did put in the time and I did put in the work. What did you do, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, to become the two-time TWF heavyweight fighter and world heavyweight fighter? What did you do to become the AEW heavyweight fighter? At the end of the day, I don't think you did nothing. All you really did is walk around with your scarf on, or whatever the English word is for that. Scathe and shame everyone else for things they said or did wrong, but don't like to be scathed and shamed and guilted yourself. really, you didn't do nothing except bitch and rant about the unfairness, about how you've been in AEW since the beginning, you know, and think you were so great. Well, guess what? I've been in some small wrestling businesses too besides you. Yeah, I started out in WWE. Then I went to TNAW. Then I went to ROH. Then I went to the NWA. Then I had some time, I guess, in NJPW before going to AEW. And then back to W again. You want to talk about how many wrestling businesses you work for? Let's see. ZZW, MLW, NWA, AEW. Well, you know what? I've done a lot more than what you did. And if you want to have another match with me, then by all means we'll do it. But I'm going to shut you up. Well, Cody Rhodes, I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to be more smoothly said and done. Because no one has ever been skilled enough to shut me up. Ding. Oh! Maxwell Jacob Friedman just took his scarf off and hit Cody Rhodes with it. And then he's going to bitch about everybody else not on looking at. Well, it seems Tony Schiavone said MJF, or Maxwell Jacob Friedman, who apparently seems to think that he should be the one going for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings again. And another clothesline and a hop footplex, whatever you call it. Hip toss? Tony Schiavone said, yeah, that's right, Michael Cole said. There were hip tosses by Maxwell Jacob Friedman to Cody Rhodes. You know what Paulie Dangerously says? I believe that Maxwell Jacob Friedman should be, the TWF heavy, should become a free-time TWF heavyweight fighter and world heavyweight fighter. That's my belief. And you're not backing him up, Tony Schiavone said, because you both happen to be Jewish, right? Oh, no, it has nothing to do with the worship. I mean, it's not like you folks are backing up Cody Rhodes, but it's not like you're backing up some folks because they happen to be Christian or not. I don't really think being from the same worship has anything to do with it. I just feel bad for him, and I think he's more and more needing of it. Paulie Dangerously says, wait a minute, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. This time Cody Rhodes just gave him a body slam. The Cody Cutter on Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Here he comes now. Round Street. Cody Rhodes going to beat Maxwell Jacob Friedman here today on Collision or Hit. Tony Schiavone says, on track to 1, 2, 3. Michael Cole says, 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Here is your winner, Cody Rhodes. Well, Cody Rhodes has beat Maxwell Jacob Friedman here today, here today on Collision or Hit. And sadly, he's still in the ring, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, you would have thought he would have left the ring by now, Michael Cole says. No, I don't think so, Paulie Dangerously says. Tony and Michael, at the end of the day, I truly believe he's got some bitching and ranting to do. And he has a good grounds for doing it. Alright, take it away, Gene Okerlund. Alright, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. You only lost to Cody Rhodes, the Finlander Nightmare again, here today on Collision or Hit. Yeah, and somehow you think you should be the one going for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. It's like this, Gene Okerlund. It should be me. You do know I'm a former 2-time TWF heavyweight fighter and 2-time world heavyweight fighter. You know I'm a former AEW heavyweight fighter too. Yeah, that is true. You are a former 2-time TWF heavyweight fighter and world heavyweight fighter, the former AEW heavyweight fighter and former TWF tag team fighter too. But just for winning it doesn't really mean you, because you won it 2 times, does not mean you should be winning it for the 3rd time. You know why I believe that, Seth Rollins has chosen why Cody Rhodes wants to work with Seth Rollins and not me? The truth is that Cody Rhodes thinks he can beat Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins thinks he can beat Cody Rhodes. You see, Seth Rollins doesn't want anything to do with me, because he knows if he fought me, I'd beat him. He also knows that at the end of the day that Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes aren't really the greatest friends. When Cody Rhodes first came back to WWE for his 2-diff run, he had about 3 matches with Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes won all those matches. Well, I don't know Seth Rollins' say or his take on who he's wrestling or who he's fighting, MJF. But either he'd be fighting you or Cody Rhodes. Either way, it would be a good match. But you bitching and ranting about the unfairness of not wrestling and fighting for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings isn't going to get you any onlook and isn't going to get you the match you want. Well, who really cares what you think? Why should anyone onlook you? For holding a small speaker up all those years? For not having enough hair on your head? Yeah, you can bite me. Well, looks like it is. Thank you, Gene Okerlund, for talking with Maxo Jacob Friedman here today on Collision or Hit. And that's all the time we've got here for Collision or Hit. I, Tony Schiavone, Michael Cole, and Paulie Dangerously, we hope you like Collision or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw.